Hey everybody, it's Steve here, and welcome back after numerous years to Super Mario All-Stars. My gosh, where has the time gone? I don't even begin to know. So we've already played Mario 1, The Lost Levels. Now we're moving on to Super Mario 2. I need to erase a file. How do I erase a file? That's the way we do it. Okay. So this is the All-Stars version of Mario 2. I guess I should, while we get the little intro story here, say that I forget the months, but I looked at previous videos. It has been approximately 2 years since the final episode of The Lost Levels, and it has been about 3 years since the first episode of Mario 1. It has taken me, at this point, almost 3 years to get through these 4 games. I don't know what happened. Time just got away from me. But we're back, and let's continue. So, graphically, you can see that usually on the NES version, that's just like a black screen, the background. The backgrounds in general are just like solid colors, which there's something to me that's appealing about that. I mean, this looks pretty. It's more detailed. But I still, I don't know, I can accept this. I'm fine with it, but I think I still prefer the original. In my original playthrough of the NES version, I don't believe I showed off all of the mushroom locations. I was trying to think of, how I could make this playthrough different than my previous one with the NES version. And I'm going to do my best if I can remember where they all are. I know where they all are, but it's been a long time. And when I'm just kind of casually playing this game, not that it's very often, I'll pass up the mushrooms because they're ultimately... Yeah, I might get one, but if it's... Some of them are kind of tricky. A lot of them are, as soon as you get the magic potion, throw it down and there's the mushroom on the other side of the door. But there's some that are kind of tricky, and so those ones I tend to forego. I just got a star because I picked 5 large vegetables. As you can see, you're going to pull up small ones, large ones. Oh, I got a star because of the cherries. I take that back. See? It's been a while since I played this. You get a star for getting 5 cherries. You get a stopwatch if you pick up 5 of the large vegetables. I'm just full of misinformation already. Yeah, there's the stopwatch. Again, not very useful. There's no real reason to go after the cherries or the vegetables to get the stopwatch. This game's not difficult by any means. Again, I say that, but I don't want to sound, cocky and arrogant. I don't know if it's because, again, this is a game from my childhood, and it's a game that I've played throughout my life. Not as much as the other Mario games, but enough to where I start to, you know it like the back of your hand. And I always try to think back to the first playthrough of any game. Before I say, oh, this is an easy game, I like to try and think back, and if I can, remember what it was like to play it for the first or second time. Did I find it easy then? I remember the original Super Mario Brothers. I had all kinds of trouble with that as a kid. I can remember, not just breezing through it the way I can now. So again, I don't know if time has changed my opinion on things. Here's your bonus game. The coins that we get from the kind of subspace, the dark area behind the door, behind the scenes kind of area. You can use those as chances on the roulette wheel. If you get a cherry in the first slot, you get an extra life. From there, what's different about the bonus level in this version, they added 7s, and I've never gotten 3 7s, so I don't know how many lives that gives you, but like typical slot machines. I call it a roulette wheel. It's a slot machine. I'm not a gambler. What can I say? I don't know my gambling terms. I'm going to be playing as Mario throughout this whole playthrough. I know that it's nice to show off the other characters. I did that in my NES playthrough. But when I play this game myself, I typically just stick with Mario. He's just the best overall character. Luigi jumps insanely high. It's really hard to control him. Princess hovers, and that's kind of a pain. And she's slow. And Toad is fast. He's probably my second choice. But again, with how fast he is, it's easy to kind of lose control of him. Okay, so I think I've gotten through all the game stuff, and in my babbling, we've reached the second level. There's 20 levels to this game. Each world has 3 levels, except for the final world only has 2. So that way it's a nice even 20 levels. There's a mushroom down here. We're going to bomb all this out first, though, because it's going to appear down below once we go through the door. Right down there. I'm already thinking of one mushroom that I'm probably, well, definitely in the final level. I know I'm jumping way ahead of myself here right now, but the final level, to get both mushrooms involves a lot of backtracking, so I'm probably not going to do it in that level, but I will do my best to show off all the others. There's 2 levels that only have 1 mushroom, which is very confusing the first time you play the game. You don't know that fact, because I remember like searching through those 2 levels trying to find a second mushroom, and there aren't any. 2-1 and one of the levels in World 6. I want to say 6-2, but I'm not sure. I totally have not yet mentioned, we're just making mincemeat of him, is everyone's favorite repetitive, sexually ambiguous character, Birdo, who appears in this game. And you're going to be seeing him a lot, because you pretty much fight him at the end of every level. Not every, but pretty damn close. One of the second mushroom here, you actually have to backtrack a bit for, so it's definitely, when I'm playing this just casually by myself, it's the first one that I just ignore, because you have to go back to get it. But it's going to appear basically right up here. But we have to go ahead to get the potion and come back here. Potion, it's not far, but I just generally don't like backtracking in games. I think we've actually got to get up there. Yeah, let's get up there. Because do the logs appear in subspace? I honestly don't remember. Let's find out, shall we? The logs do not appear in subspace. So yeah, so you gotta get up top to get it. And we're cranking toward the end of the first world already. We're gonna have to fight Mouser is gonna be the boss of the first world. Oh geez, there's the first hit. That's the first time I've been hit, right? I think it is. They kind of made this area more like a kind of factory-looking background. Again, if you compare any of these videos of this game to the NES version, you know, maybe it's just the time I grew up in. I can appreciate both. Like I said, I think that the All-Stars version of Super Mario 1 is actually superior to the original. I feel that this game is on par. It's just a different look to it. I can accept both. I like both. And then the Super Mario 3 version of All-Stars I really don't care for at all. It just doesn't look right. That's the best way I can say it. Here's one of the. This is like one of the scariest enemies in the whole game. To be Phanto, who just obsessively chases you when you've got the key, and will only stop when you throw it down. Your first few encounters with him, you really won't have to worry about that. Grab a star just in case. Can I actually take it? Oh no, I can't, because there's going to be a. Steve, calm down. What I was going to say was I thought I could take the star to Mouser if I hurried, but there's bombable walls. I think that's the very reason for these walls, is that there's no way you can get the star through in time to just, take him out in one shot. As I mentioned before, is he wearing sunglasses? Are those his eyes? It always looked to me like he was wearing sunglasses, or maybe a mask, like a bandit's mask. He's like more raccoon looking than anything. At least his face is. Always throw. Ow! My hitbox. Okay. No. Try to throw the bombs to the back of the platform, because that's where he spends most of his time. So you're pretty much guaranteed to get a hit on him if you put it in the back of the platform he's on. It's as simple as that. That's the end of World 1. Gonna play a little bit of a bonus game. Got 9 lives already. I'm like a cat. No, I'm Well, not anymore. I'm no longer a cat. I have 10 lives. And nothing there. And a cherry. So there's 11. Alright, that's it for World 1. Everyone take it easy. Have a good day. And I will see you next time for more of Super Mario All-Stars. It's good to be back doing this.